There, now it's recording. So good morning, everybody. It's a nice sunny morning. Could you please, just to start, could you, at the bottom of your screen, you have reactions, okay? Could you do this if you understand me really well? Okay, excellent. Miss Doucette, do you understand me? Excellent, thank you. Thank you. Okay, good. Okay, well, let's start. The purpose of today is to basically look at your final exams. And technically, this is the last Zoom class, so that's why it's going to be very important. And people that could not come, don't worry, it's being recorded. So, and I will put that on Moodle today, so people will be able to see this. Okay. The advantage is you guys can, since you were present, you can ask me questions, okay? And you could text me, sometimes you don't want to ask questions orally. So if you want to text me, you can as well, okay? So let's begin with the exams. We're gonna start with the final exam, okay? Well, actually, could you get out your calendar? Get out your calendar. I'm gonna tell you something. I thought that today is the 7th, okay? And you have next week, starting on the 11th of May, until the 15th of May, you have a full week there. And I was thinking that you're gonna, all next week, you're gonna be doing your final oral exam, okay? And this is important because I realized that because of the pandemic, what we're going through, it's difficult for everybody. So, and it's a multi-level class, juridique. So it has to be, and I'm going to use this word again, a win-win scenario. So if I allow you, because I have some teachers for the oral using Zoom, okay, you have appointments. However, I'm going to let that go. I'm going to give you a full week. And actually, in essence, the information will be put on Moodle today. So, and I'm going to explain you the oral exams and the final writing exam today. So you could start it this week if you are ready, okay? But just tell you that I expect you to have done your final oral by next Friday. That's at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, turn the page, and you have the 18th to the 22nd, which is officially the last week of CEGEP. There, you're going to have the entire week to do your final writing. Okay, your final writing exam. And so your deadline to upload your final writing would be on the 22nd of May, again, 4 o'clock. So I'm just saying that is your calendar. So I think that's going to be, it's going to please a lot of people, that I'm not going to put a lot of stress on doing it live, but I'm going to, of course, I want you to be doing it by yourself, not getting help. But so hands up, that's clear. Hands up, do this is clear. Okay. Excellent. Okay, let's continue. Now, your final exams, let's start with your final writing, okay? Your final writing, well, it's not complicated. You're going to do you're going to summarize a case study again. And the case study is going to be another case study that I chose from the case studies you've given me. So they're all from the Civil Code of Quebec, which is good. Shouldn't be any surprises. I am, And your case study, your final, what you just gave me this week, a correction of your midterm exam, your case study 3, in essence, you're going to basically repeat that for the final case study. It's going to be the status quo. You're going to do it again. I got to highlight. You're going to do it the way I wanted it. I want it like the 5 sections, the parties, you know, the facts, the motives, the issue, the motives, and the verdict. That has to be in capital letters, highlight, and not highlighted, but in bold, so I don't have to question which is which section. And I just want to state something right now. I know I've got a few emails, a few meals concerning the midterm correction that the parties that were not indicated, the student had not heard that, and it was not on the initial correction grid. So I want to address that right now. I have said it, I believe I have said it, and so I'm not going to go into who's right, who's not right. Let's turn the page and let's make it a win-win scenario. You have your case study 3, and incidentally, your midterm exam was worth 7.5%. You have your case study 3 that most of you have handed it in. I'm going to extend for everybody until Saturday at 5 o'clock. Case study 3. Initially, it was only for my Friday group, but I'm going to extend it for everybody. And if you can apply all the corrections I've asked everybody to do concerning indicating clearly your parties, the meal I sent everybody concerning your motives, be more careful with your motives. The drama, make sure that's in your facts. Don't be too vague with your facts. I want to see the drama. And drama is when you have the plaintiff and basically the accuser and the accused, both parties, they have different versions of the same story. That's drama. And I think that, for me, that's important. And it's also an opportunity for you to practice clearly your verb tenses. Okay? If you can do all of that, and also in the issue, including an article, discussing an article in the issue, and then throwing in the ultimate question that the judge has to address. Well, all that commentary, I wanted it to be applied in case study 3. And some of you are saying, but you didn't include that. I didn't know that. And I don't want to go there. So what I'm going to say is that midterm exam was worth 7.5%. That case study number 3 was worth 15. It's worth 15%. You have until Saturday at 5 o'clock to make sure your case study applies all of what I just said. And if you're not clear on what I just said, if you want more detail, go back and check all my meals. I've sent you quite a few about this. And I'm clear, so listen, if your mark that you get on your case study number 3 is higher than your midterm exam, I will copy, paste. Okay, I will take that mark and I will change your midterm exam mark and put your new mark. That's called, in business, that's called win-win. And sincerely, I don't mind doing that, because the ultimate goal I want for all of you is to grow, to become better in English. So if you can apply what I have said clearly, I don't mind giving you the points. The other thing I want to address is that in the midterm exam, I recall some students, they paraphrase is looking at a text and saying the same thing, but in your words. That's what paraphrasing means. Some students have more difficulty paraphrasing. They took too much from the original text, like the actual sentence. And there's some students have really a lot of difficulty. Case study number 3 is for 15%. I'm just telling you, I'm going to make a win-win. I want you doing that. I want you paraphrasing. I don't want you copying, and you don't even quote. You just take the sentence exactly as it is. I don't want you to do that. Okay? I want you being careful. I want you working on your English, thinking of, go to dictionary.com, find examples. Find some examples. Vocabulary, synonyms for vocabulary. Do that. I am going to, so when I correct that case study number 3, you should be better. Okay? And it's worth 15%. I repeat, you get a higher mark than your midterm exam. I'm going to copy and paste that new mark on your midterm exam. Hands up, you understand this. Okay, excellent. Okay, I'm going to stop there. That's the writing exam. Is that clear? Do I have any questions? Any questions at all from anybody? Okay, remember, in your questions, you can text me, like with the text, or you can take off your mic and you can do live. Both things would be okay. Okay, well, let's continue with the final oral exam. Okay, you have a time to kill. Okay, my ear was itchy. And you have market leader. Okay, the final oral exam is you're going to have essentially 3 questions to answer. Okay, and the first question is going to be about a time to kill. Question 2 and 3 is going to be about articles in here. Okay, now for a time to kill. Now I want you, I want a conversation now. So everybody, I'm going to, wait. Okay, I'm going to put my earphones on. Okay. Okay. So now I want everybody. We're going to talk about the novel. Okay. So could you please take off your microphones and work? What's going on? Le son de votre ordinateur. Okay, there. I don't know what happened there. I think I connected my earphones. The computer went a little wacky. Zoom a little wacky. Okay, so for the time to kill, do you, now we're going to discuss it briefly. Okay, what happened? How did the story finish? Okay, I'm asking you. So take off your microphones, and I want to discuss a discussion here. How did it finish? Nobody can tell me how I finished? Text me. Okay, I got a text. Carly was not guilty. Okay, true. He finally was considered not guilty. So, okay. And up to that point, and finally, Jake Briggins, how did he react? How did he react after Carly was not guilty? You want, you can text. I'm throwing the questions at you. I want a dialogue here. How did Carly, how did Jake, how did he react? Was he, yeah, of course he was happy, but what did he do with his house? What happened to his house? What happened to Jake's house? Yeah, very good. It burned. Excellent. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. The ET is important. Okay, it burned. Very good. Very good. It burned down. And who burned Jake's house? Who burned Jake's house? Who burned? Ah, very good. Excellent. Excellent. The KKK. And the K and a K and a K stands for the Ku Klux Klan. Can you say that to yourself? Ku Klux Klan. Okay? The idea there is who are the Ku Klux Klan? Who are they? Because they exist today too, unfortunately. Who are the Ku Klux Klan? Who are they? Oh, nobody can tell me who they are? Could we say that they are a group of people that are frustrated? They're frustrated with society. And because they are frustrated, they decide to take the law in their hands too. A little like Carly. And what color of skin do they have? What color of skin do the KKK have? Yeah, very good. They have white skin. So they believe that they are a better man, a better person. They are superior to Black people. So they're called white supremacists. And they're the KKK, Ku Klux Klan. And in the novel, yes, they did a lot of things. And I want to name them right now. Could you name me everything the KKK has done? Because we already discussed it. They burnt down Jake's house, and it was a Victorian house. That was a tragedy. Okay. What else did they do? KKK. What else did they do? Nobody, anybody give me an example? Well, yeah, very good. That was the first, very good, very good. They put a bomb under, yeah, Jake's house. Very good, very good. And that was, it was put out, that bomb, because Jake had received a tip. But that was first, that was one of the first things the KK had done. And then as time, that was more a warning, it was a strong warning. Probably the warning, the little warning was the KKK, in the novel, they would put, a cross, a burning cross on the lawn in front of the house. That's how they normally start. So they started doing that. And after, if the people involved did not change their ways of acting, the KKK got more aggressive. And you're right, putting the bomb under the bay window in the front of the house, Jake's house, that was more aggressive. And what's another way that KKK got more aggressive? Did they only scare or try to hurt Jake? Who else did they hurt? Ah, very good, very good. They killed, you're right. They killed Ethel's husband. Yes, they did. They came into their house and they took him, and he basically was just overwhelmed. And he had, how did he die? Do you remember, how did Ethel's husband die? Okay, they killed him, yeah. But how did they kill him? Did they shoot him? They burn him? Or did he finally, because of the stress, he had what happened? Huh? Okay, how did he die? Somebody know? Yes, you're amazing. Yeah, a heart attack. Very good. Because of the stress, he had a heart attack. And look at that. Look at that example. Ethel was Jake's secretary. The husband was not even involved, and he got killed. Okay. Who else got hurt by the KKK that were involved in this trial? Yes. Very good, very good, very good. Ellen Rourke, the law student that volunteered to come and help Jake prepare this case. She got, beaten. The KKK beat. They beat it. Actually, I'm having problems with the word beat. I beat, you beat. I'll beat you. Hey, he beat me. He beat me. No, beat doesn't change. It's like put. Beat. Okay? So the KKK beat. Oh, doesn't sound right. Beat it? Beat it. They beat it. No, it's an EG. See, I have learning to do too. The KKK beat it. Beat it? I'm not sure. I gotta look this up. I will look this up, and I will send you a meal, okay? But what they did to Ellen is they pulled her hair back. They stripped all the clothes off her, and they scared her to death. Yeah, so they beat her. They didn't kill her, but they did everything. Did they rape her? No. But they scared her to death. It was, I think all of you, when you read that section, you're studying law, I'm sure you could easily envision yourself if you saw an opportunity to learn a lot, to become a lawyer or a paralegal, and you were helping a lawyer, and the KKK actually took you by surprise and scared you to death, like they were going to rape you or kill you, that would definitely affect you in a really, oh, beaten. So beat. You guys are amazing. Very good, thank you, as Mark said. Okay, so beat, let's be clear, it doesn't change in the present and the past, but the past participle is beaten. Very good. Okay, so let's continue for the story. Okay, so the KKK, they killed Ethel's husband. And how did they kill him? Well, he had a heart attack because they took him by surprise, by force, and that anyway, he was a plump man, short, so he plump meaning he had a little fat on him. So anyway, he had a heart attack and he died. They also surprised Ellen Rourke, and what did they do to her hair? What did they do to her hair when they were beating her? What did they do to her hair? Ellen Rourke's hair. You may remember. I think they, you may remember. Yeah, very good, very good. They cut her hair. Remember she had long, what color? What color hair did she have? She had long, come on ladies, what color? In class, many of you had this color. She had long, well, maybe you don't know how to say it. She had long blonde hair. I believe it was blonde. Yeah, it was long blonde hair. Blonde is like yellowish. Okay, blonde hair. And they cut her hair. Yeah, short. Yeah. Okay. So that's, did the cat, okay, that's, are there any, yeah, they cut them. Very good. Yeah, excellent. Thank you. So are there any other questions, any other things that, atrocities that the KKK did? Okay. Well, do you remember what the KKK, yeah, very good, very good, very good. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, I have a commentary here. They threatened Barry Acker, and that's the jury. When you have a trial, and you have a 12-member jury, and if the jury is not sequestered, means they can't go back to their place, their houses to live. If it's not sequestered, they can go back home. And Barry Acker was one of the jurors that got threatened by the KKK. And the idea is when the KKK threatens you, it's you have a choice. And he had the choice of, the KKK wanted to influence his vote. They wanted him to vote guilty. So you're right. They threatened Barry Ackers, and he was a member of the jury. And finally, what happened Why did they choose Barry Acker? Why did they choose Barry Acker? Why did they choose Barry Acker? Was he just a Joe Blow, or was he an important member of the jury that had impact, had influence? Why did they choose him? Okay, because he said that Carly was not guilty. Okay, and how did the KK know what Barry Acker thought or said? How did the KKK know what Barry Acker thought or said? Anybody? Okay. Listen, okay, what we could do, okay, because some of you might think we're going really into the details, and maybe you're right, okay, because we're trying to find, we didn't have enough time to read this story, and you didn't have enough help for some of you that this was big. It was 500 pages, over 500 pages, and it was in English, and it was, yeah, it was, I'm sure it was overwhelming for many of you that you had to finally finish it in record time. So could we say that the KKK, they did a lot of atrocities. They did a lot of, well, they hurt a lot of people. And primarily Jake. And they scared Carla and Hannah, because that's why Jake finally sent him to her parents' place, because he was concerned for their safety. And also, what happened? And then finally, KK, yeah, they they came into Ethel's house, and they finally took them both. I think they took. Did they take them both? Did the KKK take both of them hostage, or just the husband? Come on, help me there. Did the KKK take both of them, Ethel and the husband, as hostages, or just Ethel's husband? Nobody knows. Okay, well, again, you're just going to have to say basically, Carly, not Carly, but they were taken. The KKK basically bombarded into their house and took them by hostage. And Ethel's husband just did not see that coming, was totally surprised, and he had a heart attack and died because of that intervention. And so there provides another example of how the KKK actually created havoc in that little county, Ford County, in trying to yeah, change the vote, trying to interfere with the vote, trying to change the venue of the vote. And yeah, so that's the KKK. Okay, okay. Another element I want to talk about right now quickly is Carl Lee. Okay, Carl Lee. Carl Lee finally he was innocent. He was considered not guilty. So was that right? Was that right that he was finally considered innocent? And do you believe that there could have been another ending? And what would that ending have been? Okay, there could have been another ending. And what would that have been? That's a possibility. Some of you, when you finished reading or when you saw the movie and you saw that he was acquitted and he was not found guilty, okay. He was not guilty. Okay, Ms. Lamonte, I got it. He was not guilty. He was not considered not guilty. That was, yeah, that was a reality in the story. And how did the story end? What happened to Jake? He finally, yes, he got his publicity. He became famous, but he did not stay in Ford County. He definitely had to go. He left to go see his wife, Carla, and Hannah. How did he change as a person? Okay. Carl Lee, yes, he was able to go back to his family and become a member of the family again. How the ending, how could it have changed differently? Okay, how could it have changed differently? Think of this novel as well. It was a law novel. You definitely, like the Judge Noose, Jake Briggins was the defense lawyer. Who was the prosecutor? Who was the prosecutor? I have a blank right now. Who was he? Buckley. Very good. Buckley is the prosecutor. And you have the jurors, okay? If you look at that novel just from the point of view of a law student studying in law, what mistakes did the system make in terms of your understanding of how law should be? What did they make? Did you have any observations of what happened from a lawyer, a perspective of law that surprised you, that you didn't agree, or that you would have done differently had you been there? Okay, and as well, Buckley, do you agree he had an attitude? He had an attitude. He was cocky. He was very defensive. He was jealous of Jake. Jake definitely had the upper hand. Upper hand means he had an advantage over Buckley in that he was more comfortable in his body. Like he was more comfortable as who he was, and he loved teasing Buckley, and Buckley would get all frustrated and red. Well, that is law. Okay, what happened? How Carl Lee, when he was arrested initially, how he was brought into the jail, how he was treated. That's all part of the story. Okay. I'm going to stop there because time's ticking and we got to get going. Okay, but for the story, I think you should be okay with that. Okay. Okay, now we're going. Now we're going to go on to the oral exam, final oral exam. Hands up. This is clear. Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay. Now for the oral exam, I said you're going to have 3 questions. You're going to have 3 questions. 1 question is going to be on the novel. 2 questions on Market Leader. So now I'm going to share with you. Okay, let's go. Okay. 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 We're going to go on Moodle. Okay, scroll down. And you have here, this is new. It's Anglais du Jeudi, May 6th, that was yesterday, to the 22nd. So here, so let's look at your final oral exam right now. The wheels turning, turning. Here it is. Okay. Okay. So I threw a picture in there. Okay. As a lawyer, that'd be a beautiful lawyer or a paralegal. That would be a nice setting. Books in a library with all legal books, and you have a lamp, the world, peace. Your final oral exam will, just move this just a little. It will be next week. Your final oral is going to be the first one. It's going to be May 11th to the 15th, and until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You're expected to record yourself on a platform that allows you to upload on Moodle. So, instance YouTube, but some of you, if you have an account in YouTube like that, I've been doing it because I have an account in YouTube. It's quite easy. You just click upload. When you go in your settings, you go upload. You can film yourself, and then you can upload it and into YouTube. And like I film myself with Zoom, and it's too big. My Zoom. It takes too much data to actually put it on Moodle. So I go to YouTube, I upload it, and YouTube takes my Zoom, puts it into, gives me a URL, and then I'm able to download it on Moodle. You could do the same thing, but if you have another choice, I don't mind. I just want you to record yourself with a platform that you can upload on Moodle. Upload. You can just paste it on Moodle into the, like you did for the, actually, did your class do that for your midterm oral? No, we did the midterm oral, no, sorry. This is new for you. So you're good. On your final oral, I will put a text, a section where you can text me. And in that text section, you will just paste your link for your video. And if it's a YouTube video, like you did it like that, like I suggested, peace, it opens up automatically when you save it. So when I go, I can actually watch your video live on Moodle and correct it at the same time. So it's okay. You also, further, you need to upload your honesty integrity document too. I sent you all one, but if you don't know where it is, like some people are sending me emails, can you give it to me again? I finally put it in the homework. It's the one that Galmo, you don't have to use the University of Laval anymore. Galmo finally made it one. I'm happy. It looks prettier, actually. Upload that too, because I do want you doing this by yourself. You will need to show me your cue card. Yes, you're going to be able to use a cue card. 10 words for your 10 words. I'm just asking myself a question, and I said 10 words per question. Yeah, yeah. You're multi-level. Yeah, yeah. It'll be 10 words per question. So that's 30 words. Show me your 30 words on your sheet, and they're not sentences. They're single words. Okay. So you have to remember the context. Okay. Of each. Ku Klux Klan. Okay. What can I say about that? So Ku Klux Klan, Ellen. Okay, so Ku Klux Klan is one word. Ellen is another one. Well, Ku Klux Klan, I need to speak about that word maybe for 30 seconds. And Ellen Rourke, I need to speak about what happened to her for another 30 seconds. So this is how my words are going to help me respect my time. Okay? You, the student, will have 3 questions to answer. 2 will be about different articles in business law, market leader, and 1 will be about the novel Time to Kill. You're expected to answer all 3 questions, and the time you need to respect is different depending on the question. Each response will be evaluated on 4 criteria. All 4 will have the same equal weighting. They'll be all worth the same. Your content, your grammar, your pronunciation, and your vocabulary. Okay? Now, questions. Time to kill. You have you have 4 questions. I want you only to choose 1 out of the 4 questions to answer. And for this question, for market leader, you need to provide an answer that's between 90 seconds, that's a minute and a half, and 2 minutes. Okay, there's a minimum and a maximum. Here are questions. 1, why were you surprised how the novel ended? Why? And if you're going to choose this one, any question you choose to answer, just ensure that you have minimum 90 seconds between 2 minutes of content, substance. Okay? What amazed you about the justice system in this novel? Were you flabbergasted? Flabbergasted is you shocked about any particular part of the novel in relation with the justice system discussed in the novel. So there it could be at the beginning when he was arrested, Carl Lee. How was he treated in the courtroom, and how was that considered weird from a legal perspective? Okay, in today's society or in law today. Okay, who were the KKK and how many victims did the KKK actually physically hurt in this novel? Explain. We touched this today. Okay, did Mr. Buckman, Mr. Briggins, or Mr. Newts actually make any mistakes in this novel? Since they were the district attorney, the defense lawyer, and the actual judge, they were excellent examples of what happens in the law context. So, did they make mistakes? Did they do some actions that were considered heroic, that were considered formal, or did they act in an informal way? Did they act in a non-appropriate legal way? And did you see, what did you learn, or what surprised you about behind the scenes of what happens in a courtroom that the viewer, the audience, does not see? This happened in, we had a lot of examples in the novel where this happened. The dialogue that happened between Mr. Buckley and Mr. Briggins, Jake Briggins, and Mr. Muth, the judge. Note, for the novel Time to Kill, you're expected to speak in the simple past primarily. Question 4 is the exception. This is the only one that would allow itself to be answered in both the simple past and the simple present, because you could want to compare justice systems in the present time in Canada, Quebec, with what happened in Fort County. But some students gave me a little commentary that the novel, it was difficult to use a simple past. Sorry, maybe it's just easy for you to, when talking about the novel, to use the simple present. But it might be easy, but let me be clear. In this exam, in the novel, if you are not using the simple past and your answer is primarily in the simple present, you're automatically failing. I can't state how many times I've said the same message. The final exam is with 15%. I want you showing me you've mastered the simple past. Okay, because some students, they weren't careful with the midterm exam, the simple past. So please, you have a full week to really go back and watch my video on how to pronounce the ED. Use dictionary.com to know how to pronounce the words in the past tense. Okay. Here now we're going to market leader. I chose 2 texts. Text 1 is Unit 9, page 36, Protecting Intellectual Property. Chinese authorities take counterfeiting seriously. The time you need to respect is 2 minutes. Question 1. So if I have the market here, so you have it right now. Go to page 37. It's here. Okay. You have Chinese authorities take counterfeiting seriously. So authorities of the TH, counterfeiting, fit. It's an EI, but the E is silent. So it's counterfeiting seriously. And so research, I asked you question 1. I want you to research a court case in your country or your province, like the Civil Code of Quebec, that involves counterfeiting goods or another intellectual issue. Goods, or maybe goods, a song, counterfeiting the music hymn of a song, using that hymn for your song. You took it from somebody else, you counterfeit it. You just, well, I'll use it and I'll make money out of it. That's counterfeiting. Can you find in the case studies, try to find another example of counterfeiting and explain in your own words. So what happened, and include the court's decision in that explanation, what happened to that particular case that you found, and make a comparison with what happened here in this short text and what finally happened too. Make a comparison between both. And I think that could be really interesting, and you'll get 2 minutes to do that. For the second question, the third question actually, for the second question, the market leader, you have, go to page 32, and you have this reading, okay? This reading is the investigators take on cyber crooks. And a cyber crook means a crook is somebody who's not honest, he's dishonest. And cyber means internet. So he is doing things illegally on the net. That's a cyber crook. He's stealing. okay? I visited, it's on chapter 8, unit 8, cybercrime. And again, crime is laws that are not respected, and they're primarily done on the big world net, okay? A worldwide threat, it's a threat, a worldwide threat means it's, you're threatened by it, you're scared by it, it's a danger. Investors take on the cyber crooks, the people who are online and are doing things illegally. Read, and I'm asking for question 2, read this article, Investors Take on the Cyber Crooks with Passion. You are asked to summarize the text in your own words. The time you need to respect is 2 minutes. Now, here, note, you're encouraged to use Dictionary, and this is a hyperlink, so you can click on it. It's going to take you directly to dictionary.com to know how to pronounce, like authority. That's a TH. And I know the TH is difficult for you, but authority, try to do it and practice it. Cyber crook, cyber crook. Go on dictionary.com and you can listen to the American pronunciation several times to be able to master knowing how to pronounce your key vocabulary that you're going to use in your oral, because that's going to be primary. It's going to be really important to me, because if I hear you pronouncing words that are $60,000 words, they're informal, they're formal, not informal, but formal words that come from the text, that I know that you're going out of your comfort zone. You're using vocabulary that you don't normally use in English, and on top of it, you're pronouncing them well. You make me happy, and I'm gonna reward you. Trust me, I will. For your final oral exam, please review what you need to work on. And what do I mean by that? If you know in your heart that each D is difficult for you, work on yourself. Go back to the video. I made a video about that. Watch it 3 more times. Take notes. Practice it. Every time you use, and you're practicing your oral, every time you put a verb in a simple past, make sure you know how to use it. Is it pronounced like a D, a T, or an id? Okay? If you have the S's, a third person singular, okay? Question, in your in your market leader, you'll be using simple past, but you'll be using simple present too. So when you use simple present, don't forget, always be mindful. Okay, example. Okay, an internet security specialist normally works, okay? He works for the government or he works for private companies. That works for the negative. This person normally doesn't work. Well, that's not rocket science. It's simple present. That is the S, okay? The S also are nouns. These are verbs, but nouns. There are a lot of departments. A lot of is plural, departments. Okay? The S. So just be careful of those final endings, because I'm listening to them, and that's going to help. Definitely, it's going to help your mind. Okay? You have irregular verb endings. Forget, the passive forget is forgot. Leave is left. So when you have to put them in the past tense, make sure you're putting them in the past tense. We looked at, remember, the past of can is could. The past of I have to is I had to. Or in the novel, Carly had to. Yeah, he had to, not he has to. Just be mindful. You gotta show me you mastered your simple past tense. Well, you got a week to prepare this oral. and it's not on live. You have time to prepare it. You have time to prepare your last case study, your final case study, final writing. You have another week, and I'm going to put your documents in Moodle. I'm going to set it up today. I'm going to put this video on Moodle today. I'm going to put the document, the case study that you need to summarize for the final. So actually, you have more than a week to do this. So just take the necessary time to do excellence. And if you do, I'm going to award you. I will give you the points. I will. Because you do your job, I'll do my job. And when you are, now I'm going to stop here. I'm going to go back to, when you're doing your oral, you're going to be speaking to me. Could you start, do this? Hi, Mr. McCarthy. This is my final oral. Here is my cue card. Okay. I'm only going to use this cue card, and I don't have it, but I want you to show me as well your document, your honesty, integrity. Here's my honesty, integrity document. You show both, and I'm going to be at peace. I am. And don't do like this hello, but you got to be at a normal space in front of the computer, and I got to be looking at the computer. I can't be looking, okay, today I'm going to be talking about, well, no, if I do that, no, that's not authentic, okay? But if you're looking at me and your eyes are, yeah, you can do this, but hopefully you're not doing this and you have your speech is on the wall. After a while, I know I got to let go. I have to say to myself, you're hurting yourself. You're cheating yourself. In law, hopefully that's a top value for you, to be honest. Well, if you're doing that all the time, I'm going to be asking myself questions. And I have proof. So please just be honest. Okay? All right, so so that's your final writing. I got to do it. I'm going to go back. Darn it. The final writing. Okay. Back here. Okay. Let's click on your final writing. Here's your final writing. You have a different picture? Okay. Here, you'll be summarized case study from the Civil Code of Quebec. I'll choose another one. Thank you again for providing me. They've helped me so much. You have to indicate all your sections. They have to be highlighted, not highlighted, but in bold, and it has to be capital letters. The actual case study from which you all do your final writing exam will be uploaded on Moodle under the link for Z3 Final Writing Exam 2020. I'll put that link on Moodle, so you'll be able to upload it on Moodle. You'll be expected to upload the final writing exam case study between May 18th and May 27th, so in 2 weeks. But if you want to do it both this week because you have time, peace and love, you can do it. I'm going to put both links today for you, okay? You also have to upload your Gardner Honesty Integrity document, both of them on Moodle. This time, if you do not automatically, incidentally, for your final oral, if you show me, for your final oral, you have to show me your cue card and your honesty integrity document on the video. Because you show me on the video, you don't have to upload your document on the Moodle. However, you just have to put your link on Moodle. Okay, there'll be a link on Moodle. Click on it, and there'll be a section to write a text to me. And in that section, you're going to just paste your new link for me to your YouTube link or another link, so I can just click on and watch the video. Okay, but for your final writing exam, you're going to upload your case study, your final writing exam on Moodle. I will put the link today. And also, you have to upload your honesty, integrity document too. So I'm going to have 2 documents for each of your names. If, for the final writing, you do not give me your 2 documents, you only give me your final writing, I am going to give you 0 for the final writing. And the idea there is, I'm giving you this video, I'm recording it, I'm going to send an email to everybody after, telling them what happened today. Please go watch this video. You have everything in your hands to know what you have to do. And I have so many corrections to do. I have to focus on correcting and giving you a responsible mark. Please take care of yourself. Okay, for that. In class, most of you always do this. You're amazing. But there are just a few of you that need a little support to do the right thing. Here, please, in closing, you were asked to summarize the case study, the last one, in your own words. And some students had difficulty with plagiarizing in the past. Please be careful because it's worth 15%. And if there are certain words or if there are certain words or a sentence that is difficult to paraphrase and you find it's crucial, well, you could quote that one word or that one sentence. But if you quote something, okay, it should be the exception, not the rule that you're quoting everywhere. No. It should be the exception, okay? And for the number of words, I've always said 200 and 250. I'm changing that because the midterm writing exam that I corrected, somebody had 1,000 words, and that was not too much for me. I'm not saying you need 1,000, but it's different from your program. This is English. I don't want vagueness, and in my mind, it's vague. Maybe you've been taught in your courses that you need to be precise, concise. You're not writing a book for each section. You're writing the essential facts. No, I'm different there. I want more. I want more detail because it's in the detail that I can see, I can understand that you have understood completely the text. Okay, so you're going to have to give me more. So I'm not going to put a word count. No, just give me what you can give me. Do your best, and the number of words, if it's 1,000, it's 1,000. If it's 800, it's 800. If it's 600, it's 600. You choose. Okay. Then I'm going to stop this there. So, do I have any questions? What if someone doesn't have a printer? I don't understand. What's the relevance of a printer? I don't want you printing it. I want you uploading it on Moodle. Okay. I don't understand the final oral. We don't do it on Zoom. We just have to register and put it on Moodle. For the final oral, you could record yourself on Zoom. That's true. You could record yourself on Zoom, and you could try to record yourself on Zoom. You can do it, because I've done it. and you have access to it on Galman. But even if you just downloaded Zoom, you have automatically 30 minutes all to yourself. That it's free. So you could upload yourself on Moodle and just record yourself on Moodle with the oral answering all 3 questions, and then put that Moodle link in the Moodle section for final oral exam. Click on it, open it, and on your name in the text section, you're just gonna paste your link to see your Zoom oral or your YouTube oral. Is that clear? It's about the document on there. Okay, I have some questions. Okay, it's about the document on the video for the oral that you want us to show you. The okay. For the final oral, you have to show me 2 documents. One is just your cue card with your 30 words. That's clear. And your other document is simply your honesty, your governmental honesty, integrity document. These are the 2 documents you have to show me. Okay. Is that clear? Yes, and what if we don't have again, I don't understand that. Why do you need a printer? You're not printing anything. If anybody would like to take off the mic and ask me the question live, and we could have a conversation, that would be okay. Okay. If you would like, you could send me a mail. Okay, that would be okay too. Okay, well, listen, I'm going to stop. You're welcome. I'm going to stop right now because it's been close to an hour, over an hour actually. I will, so just recap your case study 3. You have until Saturday, 5 o'clock of this week, to take it back, to work on it, improve it, make sure you've applied everything I've said in the meals I've told you about motives. How do I want you structuring the motives, the issue, the importance of adding a case study in your issue, stating clearly the sections, making them capital letters in bold. Anyhow, the verdict, making it clear, don't just be vague with the verdict, include all elements of the verdict, all decisions of the verdict. If you want to improve that, your case study number 3, you want to make sure it's perfect. Paraphrase. You paraphrase. You didn't copy anything word for word. No, you found synonyms. You changed the syntax. You put it in your words. But you did your best and you applied everything I've said. It's worth 15%. I will correct it. If you get a higher mark than your midterm, I will give you the same mark on your midterm. I will change it, okay? That's important. And the other thing is your final oral and your final written, you basically have starting today until the 22nd to get them. Final oral, you have until the 15th. Final written, you have until the 22nd. Okay, if we have to show you 2 documents in the video and we don't have a printer to print the honesty document, how can we show you that? Good question. I get it. If you don't have a printer, you can't print the document, so you can't show me. I get it. McCarthy, 1 hour later, New Brunswick. Just tell me, I don't have the document in your video. I will upload the document on Moodle. Yeah, so if you can't show it to me live in your video, you have to upload it on Moodle, and there you don't need a printer to upload it on Moodle. Okay, I think that's clear. We solved that problem. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, officially, I'm signing out, but I want to say this is technically the last class. And I just want to say a thank you, a sincere thank you. Your class has been amazing. Your 3 groups, I like you. I really do like your program. I like law, and I like just you as a clientele. You're respectful, but you are hard workers. You do what you have to do. You ask pertinent questions. I want the best for you. And I will continue answering my questions. I will put this video on Moodle. I have another meeting in 10 minutes, so I will do it today. And I will I'll put it today, and I will put the links on Moodle for the uploads of the final oral and the final written. Okay, well, I wish you the best, peace and love, and we have another 2 weeks together, and together we're going to succeed this course, and you're going to do well, and I'm going to be so proud of you. Okay, so I wish you all the best, and let's do it. Okay, I'm signing out. Peace and love.